Saddle up because the fun is about to bust through the gates. Let's welcome back Garden & Gun magazine senior editor CJ Lotz-Diego and Amanda Heckert, the magazine's executive editor, here with fantastic tips on how to throw a fun Kentucky Derby party, sure to win the Triple Crown. Ladies, welcome back.
Thank you.
And I love a good party. You've got a wonderful issue. Tell us a little bit more about what's in those pages, just to kind of get people started and ready for the season.
Sure. Well, you know, Garden & Gun covers the entire South, including the great tradition here of entertaining and hospitality. So we turn to some of our favorite Southern entertaining experts to give us tips on menus and decor and how to be a great host. And yeah, whipping out that newfound knowledge for a Derby party is the perfect time of year to do it.
It is, and you ladies look beautiful, by the way. I love the fascinator.
Thank you.
You've got a hat, miss.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to say there is no better time than a Derby party to have a dress code.
Yes.
Hats
Absolutely.
are mandatory.
Yes.
So we don't always dress this way, but for a Derby party, we will.
should, though. I don't know. I say we should start dressing that way every day. But I love the ensembles that you two have chosen, and you can do this, and it's fun to make the effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. So the traditions around the Derby are amazing, and of course the fashion is such a big part of that.
Yes.
I got to go to the Derby in 2019,
Oh, fun.
and the people watching was phenomenal. The seersucker, the hats, the fascinators.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you want to encourage your guests to dress up. It's fun to do, and you know, you could even have a fascinator station and let people make their own.
I
got
gonna
this one
ask
from
about
Etsy.
that.
Yeah, it could be a fun sort of participatory thing too.
So let's talk about the party itself. So let's say you can't go to the Derby, but you want to throw a Kentucky Derby party. The race usually starts about what time?
6:30.
6:30ish, right?
Evening
Okay.
race, yeah.
So when should the party start? How long should it last? What do you recommend?
Well, you know, and some people know this, but the day when, you know, whether you're at the Derby or you can watch them on TV, there are races all day long.
True.
So
that is true.
you can tune into those, but you know, I would say maybe a couple of hours before the main race, just to be able to mingle, have some fun. Then, you know, have some time for the juleps to wear off.
Yeah.
Maybe they're there until 7:30 or so a few hours.
It's a very social party as well, so it's not like it's a sit-down meal. So you suggest having hors d'oeuvres, for instance.
Absolutely. Heavy hors d'oeuvres.
Heavy hors
to
d'oeuvres.
soak up all of that whiskey and all that yummy Kentucky bourbon. Actually, Louisville celebrates Mint Julep Month for the
Yes.
entire month of April.
So
As they should.
yeah.
Yes.
So you can get started early.
I was going to say, so besides the fascinators, the mint julep, can we talk a bit about what makes an excellent mint julep and how to do one at home?
Well, this is one of the most iconic American cocktails, much less Southern.
Yes.
And there was a Kentucky newspaper man in the 1890s who called it the zenith of pleasure to have.
Oh, wow.
But there's people, you know, think it's a little hard, but it's really not. There's some basic ingredients. You have your whiskey and your sugar, your
Mint.
cracked ice, your mint.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's easy to do, but when you're the host, again, you don't want to be making a bunch of, you know, single
You'll be the bartender
cocktails.
all
You'll
night
be the
long.
bartender.
Yeah.
So
Right. We ran a recipe at gardenandgun.com. It's actually Martha Stewart's mint julep recipe.
Okay,
And
I've heard
she
of that one.
uses 17 lemons.
Ooh.
First of all, 17.
She's
We
got a
have
whole
lemons here.
orchard, so she can afford
Right.
17 lemons.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. So what she does is she makes a simple syrup out of the lemon peels and the juice.
Oh, that's great.
So then she can line up, we've got some beautiful Estelle colored glass, but you can also do your classic mint julep cups.
This is like a pound, by the way, at least.
Yeah.
This is a heavy duty glass, beautiful.
And so once she has that simple syrup, she can batch it and line them up, pour in the ice, the muddled mint, and then that simple syrup, top it with bourbon and ice, another sprig of mint.
Yeah.
And
there you
done.
go.
It's
Done.
the adult slushy, the ultimate adult
Yes,
slushy.
absolutely.
And they're typically served in these types of silver glasses, right?
Yes, that's
and why
the
is that?
tradition.
Why is this a tradition?
It's got a long history.
yeah, absolutely. It's you know, dates back, you know, hundreds of years when silver was used more commonly.
right.
But I mean, there's no better time than a party to bring out your silver, and again, it has that celebratory element.
And they're
Indeed.
often engraved.
Keeps it cold,
People
too,
will
right?
put the year on there and have special celebratory julep cups.
Absolutely. And you know, at our house, we have julep cups that were given as like groomsmen's gifts over the years. And
Yes,
that
that's a
sort of
great
thing.
idea. That's a wonderful idea. All right, and then you got to have fun throughout the day too. So
Absolutely.
tell us about one of the really fun games that you like to play.
Well, at Garden Garden and Gun, on Field Shop, we have this Bless Your Heart trivia game, which has been a reader favorite.
And that CJ actually put together.
I did put it together, so a little plug there. But,
It's
you know,
fantastic.
the race is only 2 minutes long, the Run for the Roses. So you've got to have some other activities, whether that's cornhole in the backyard or a trivia game. So here's one.
Hit me up. All right,
Okay.
you've got about 10
Test
seconds.
your knowledge.
Hit me
Which
up.
national park is found in South Carolina? Congaree, Everglades, Shenandoah, or Mammoth Cave?
Oh gosh, I was going to say the Francis Marion.
That one too.
Oh,
Yes.
It starts with a C.
the one that starts with the C.
Congaree.
Fun. Oh, ladies, you're such good sports. I better get back to my geography lessons. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of this with us. It is going to be such a fun time. As soon as those horses get out that gate, don't put too much money on the winner. You never know. It could be an upset. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. And go out there and have a great time, everyone. We'll be back in 2 minutes.